I would say previously, however, it is a new story with new individuals here in Icewind Dale, the town of Bryn Shandir, or I should say, a short ways out, at the estate of one Theobald Lunastre, a mentor, friend, caretaker of each and every one of you. Though your paths at some point have caused some of you to go astray, today is an auspicious day. That though Theobald is gone, still on his journey, one Rowan has returned to the keep. And it is in the gloomy skies of the Icewind Dale that we begin as Rowan walks through those gates. So, Toast, if you wouldn't mind describing your character and giving just a little background on him.
My character is Rowan Armoros. He is, as all to see, a very red-haired, very pale man. But is he a man? No, he is but a fledgling. He is probably the youngest of the group, um, late late teens ish. But Rowan was raised basically by Theobald. He he came into uh, I don't know how to say it, but he came to this town from out. He's not from here. He never knew his mother. Doesn't well knows of his mother, but never knew her. Has no idea who his father is. He was brought to town by a friend of his mother who died on arrival. And Theobald found them as he was a young child of maybe like I don't know 5 or 6, bringing to town. But he didn't uh, have a lot good stuff going on for him. But Theobald took him in, um, helped him grow, taught him things, introduced him to literature, books, and Rowan took to that like a duck takes to water. He is an uber dork. He loves to read. He looks into everything, and he prizes his intellect over most other things. But that was also his downfall. He saw you guys as he came to know you all. First, Ella, and also our fiery friend monk there, whose name I can't recall.
It is Sid.
Sid the monk would be the first two that he has met. And as a child, he was a bit younger than them, and always fantasized about joining them on their little escapades because they were always palling around town, doing things together. A lot of physical cool things like jumping around, climbing on shit. But he never really had the constitution for it. He was always weak, always frail. I never really understood why, but he kept to himself, read his books. After some time, after meeting everybody, coming to the group, and a dog that they all found in the woods, who he doesn't know is a person, he and this was a bit after. Well, this was before. I would say Theobald left off on his journey. He wanted to strike out on his own. He went on a search for more knowledge, look for learning some things to become more useful because he really wanted to become part of the group. And this is him coming back now, having really no knowledge of anything that's happened in the past year or so from anybody. But he's returning, and he is unknowingly going to be joining you all on a journey.
As Rowan approaches the two heavy doors to the front of this small area, you place your hands on them and the slow push open, a lot less heavy than when you left, at least now. And they just creak open as within the courtyard, the first one to notice is one Ella Winera. If you wouldn't mind describing your character, Crafty.
Yeah. As Toast said, like, um, Ella and Sid met at an extremely young age. They palled around the town. They'd climb up on the rooftops, run across the town rooftops, finding little things to do for people, being quote unquote heroes. They were popular. They loved it. Everyone knew them. They were good at what they did. There was a really bad fight one day at school where Rowan was getting not really beat up, but really picked on, and we stood up for him, took him under our wing. He was 2 years younger than us. We palled around. Me and Sid would just all the time hanging out with our quiet little guy in the back, and we grew up. We loved the hero aspect. Ella became a little bit more quiet, loved the shadows, whereas Sid is a fire genasi, was more upfront, outspoken. Um, they all met their mentor. I think that's when Ella became more quiet, was when their mentor left, and met then Joey's character later on, and just got quieter and quieter with every person who joined the group, because it was no longer her and Sid. And yeah, just as the group grew and the mentor left, she just became very, very quiet. Not having her family around anymore. Sid was her family, and then these newcomers were her family, and now she just is a little shadow dweller. And
All right.
that is Ella.
You turn in this moment, um, and you see the doors open to familiar face. And as a cold wind whisks past you, it strikes upon the face of one Natari. Joey, if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about your character.
Sure. So Natari is a 28-year-old Kalstar female. If you know anything about the Kalstar, they are combined with what's called a Curie spirit. So her Curie's name is Tari, and then the NA part is what was added on by her family as her full name. Um, she is an orphan of sorts, and so her family died in passage to Earthnander, um, and she was raised by a character that I posted not too long ago, Helga Kraus. She was her. I'll put her name there. Um, she was raised by her. She is the kind of the bouncer of a local, brothel, a high-end brothel, and that is where Natari grew up. And she grew up with secrets and gossip, and lingering with the higher uppers of society. She did eventually end up being a courtesan. Um, she didn't always give it up to everybody. Those were for her high paying customers, but she knows how to get what she wants out of people. um, but eventually she ran into Theobald, and I think it was probably Ella, in the streets, and where she was being kind of accosted by a very a customer that really wanted to be, a little bit more. And Theobald rescued her from that situation and kind of lured her away and took her under his wing. And she, at that point, kind of really dived into becoming a cleric under his guidance, a Twilight cleric of Saloon. And she still loves gossip. She loves to get in everybody's business. Um, but she is a little bit more reserved nowadays, trying to be, a good cleric of Saloon. And that is about her for now. She does sometimes talk out loud to her Curie spirit. They do like to bicker back and forth, so sometimes she likes to talk to herself, or it seems like she's talking to herself.
All right. And as you sit on the steps outside of the small chapel, just so that I hear in this small keep, you see a familiar face entering in. A cold wind hits you, and you can't help but glance to your side where another latecomer to your troop sits. Cappy, if you don't mind describing your character.
Alrighty. So Moog is a um, mid-20s. He doesn't quite know exactly how old he is. You guys can see from him, he doesn't have many wrinkles on his face, no gray hairs or anything like that to be spoken of. He basically he does doesn't quite know what happened to him. He can speculate either his parents willingly gave him up or sold him to a nefarious group of druids who have afflicted him with his power. He is although not willingly a druid, he's very in touch with his natural side and prefers the woods over any kind of civilized society. Um, kind of a def, kind of a reserved dude, but happy can be happy go lucky when interacted with. His motivations kind of rely around a little bit of revenge, a little bit of answer seeking around the druids that kind of did this to him. They gave him a very strange kind of connection with the natural world, and he wants to understand it better and possibly take revenge on whoever set him in this life without his permission.
All right. And as you look up and see a familiar face enter, the sound that you guys had all been listening to until this point, Sid, over at one of the target dummies that had been set up in this little courtyard, punching away, hears the door and stops as well. This, of course, is a fire genasi that has been with Ella, particularly for a very long time, under the wing of Theobald. You all know him to be, as has been presented, a bit of a firebrand, a bit straightforward, but a kindly fellow who looks out for everyone, just as his mentor Theobald did. And he looks to the door as you enter, Rowan. And he just sort of goes, "Well, I'll be damned."
Rowan is not facing everybody yet. He was kind of backing in and closing the door at the same time, trying to make sure the gates were locked and all that. He dusts himself off, takes a deep breath, and turns around. He's got a surprised look on his face to see everybody. He wasn't expecting everyone to be here. He just goes, fancy meeting you all here. Where's the dog?
Ella gives him a puzzled look.
Yeah. Moog jumps up and into his dog form and runs up to him, gives him a good old kiss on the face.
He's right there, obviously.
As a dog comes running up to you, you watched as the man sitting next to Natari turned into the dog you're familiar with and runs up to you.
Rowan, did you not
Rowan
know?
He had never met his human form.
Yeah.
It's not important.
It's not important, but he just never met him. You always seen him in dog form. But he's just like, oh my, this is intriguing. I must study you.
Did you think we honestly had a dog in the group that was training?
That's not uncommon. Some people do that.
Yeah, he could have thought he was our emotional support dog.
Listen, Ella, I have broadened my horizons by traveling around. I suggest you do the same.
I'm good protecting this little old town. I'm good. You know I am.
But that's neither here nor there. I'm happy to see you all.
Did you bring any souvenirs?
No.
That's
But
disappointing.
along his back, is something that you all haven't seen before. Is a giant long metal pipe with some wood adornment on it.
So you
He
got
did bring
yourself
that
a
back.
gift.
Oh yes, in my studies, I've stumbled upon this relic. It is quite useful.
What exactly is it?
It's just a
Natari
piece of
comes
metal.
over. She's just like touching it. She's just
Yeah,
all over it.
as the whole
She just
slowly
swarms them.
encircles you. Yeah.
She also like she touches it and she's like, "I'm going to give you a hug now." And she gives him a giant hug.
Um,
We have missed you.
Rowan slinks away from the hug. He's never been one for personal contact.
I just
He's still
I
Just
punched his.
some
sh-
things have never. I thought this would change. I thought your travels would. It's okay. I'm still gonna keep trying.
I
Yeah, I thought
gently
you
punch
broadened
his
your
shoulder.
horizons, buddy.
it's the mind, my friend.
It's
Oh,
okay.
right,
I
right.
will.
A hug.
I will find you a good book. Natari then she throws a stick.
But you guys will all remember that he's always had this.
Good boy.
Rowan's always been this kind of conflicted of sorts, where he's always been wanting to be part of the group, but also distant at the same time, and no one ever knew why, and he never told anybody. So he's still getting over that.
Well, Rowan,
He's-
welcome home.
Yeah, I give him a
Sounds
good
like a cause
shoulder
for
punch.
celebration to me.
Bork, bork.
Yes, it is. What are you all doing here? I did not expect to come find you all here at the same time. And where's Theobald?
Theobald's been gone for a
He's
year.
been. Yeah, he's been out traveling.
Oh. Well, I wanted to share some of my discoveries with him.
You can
Do
share
you know
them
if he's
with us.
returning?
I would assume he always returns.
We would
And
have
as you
expected to hear
guys-
from him by now, but we just haven't heard anything.
As you guys are saying this, you hear on the gate that Rowan just came in through a knock.
Don't be rude, Rowan. Answer
Doom,
the door.
Doom, doom.
He tries a bit because he just locked it. So he takes the bar off the door and cracks the door open. Yes, hello.
You crack the door open and you see this man standing on the other side.
Oh my.
Well, hello. You're interesting looking.
He's wearing like heavier clothes because the climate here than the picture shows, but he has a satchel at his side, and he looks at you all, and he seems to be wearing like this really nice set of like heavy gloves, and he says, "Is this the manor of Theobald Lunastre?"
Yes, you have the right place, but I'm afraid Theobald is not here at the moment.
Are you his wards?
You
We
could
are his
consider us-
acquaintances.
You could
Hmm.
consider us as such, yes.
I have a letter to deliver to you. He walks up, pulling a letter from his satchel, and offers it out.
Rowan takes it.
He nods as you take the letter into your hand. He says, "Please read it, and then we can discuss further." And he seems to set himself next to the door, waiting.
Moog is like just staring this dude down. Can I roll insight on him?
You
Yeah.
can. Moog, being ever the wary one of people, you in your dog form do a little doggy squint at this guy, uh, and the way he presents himself is very matter of fact. There's an expectation in his voice that you'll be interested in what he has to say once you read the letter.
Okay.
It's like a very like officious energy, and but there's like this bit to him that makes you think, as well put together and well dressed as he is, this is not somebody who normally wears like well-to-do attire. He seems a little uncomfortable in it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Uh, yeah, Roan will look at Mogs and how he's acting. He'll just be like, look back at the guys. Yes, just make yourself comfortable. You don't look like you're used to these parts.
he nods. He says, "I'll be fine waiting here," and he
But
stands still and waits.
Rowan cracks open the letter and he eyes it first, just runs through it, and then he reads aloud if everyone wants him to.
Text is in the chat for you.
And look, it's a letter from Theobald. My dearest Waltz, it has been a year since we last saw each other. My comrades and I have found ourselves in a most strange land, seeking to usurp a darkness that has taken root in it. I know it will be in your instinct to find me the longer I am absent. I pray thee seek me out. This land they call Barovia is a troubled place in need of a great many good deeds. I can think of no others I would trust than you all to aid me here. I fear that much of my party has abandoned these people, unwilling to continue our goodly works. I say to thee, join me, and let us bring the cool gaze of Selune to these downtrodden people. We must do all that is within our power to ensure that the shadows of these lands bring no more harm to anyone else. May Our Lady of Silver watch over you all. Theobald Lunastre. And he looks up at everybody. And he hands
Well,
out the letter if anyone wants to inspect it.
if the lady calls
Well,
us to
because,
action,
Smith.
then I guess we need to go. And Tari stiffens up and she just starts walking away. She's like, I'm gonna go get my stuff.
Have I ever heard of Barovia?
Make a history check. No. You think to all of the places you studied, large cities, things of antiquity, but this is not a name of a place that rings a bell. If it's anything, it must be a minor kingdom. But you've never heard its name ever.
This is odd. I pride myself in my knowledge. I've read about many astounding places, fantastical worlds. I have never heard of Barovia. And he turns around and looks at the guy. Where is this Barovia?
It is some travel southward from here. To that end, across the spine of the world, back into the Sword Coast. I have a carriage. I will be returning there as I came only here to deliver this message. If you would like passage, I can grant it to you.
You've met Theobald?
I have.
Was he well?
He was last I saw him.
Good.
When did you last see him?
It would have been days ago when he gave me the letter to deliver.
Only days. Rowan's looking over the letter as well. He's seeing if there's any peculiarities about it.
Give me an investigation check. You look it over, and you've seen a fair number of documents written by Theobald. He himself was also a cleric of Selune, and he did a lot of paperwork. He treated a lot of people, sickness. He kept ledgers about, medical journals and things like that. Um, and yeah, looking at this letter, it appears to be his writing and his signature.
Did I miss it? Did we get this guy's name?
No, no one asked.
Natari she's just walking away because she's just ready to go. She's like, what is your name, sir?
Ah, my name is Aragal. A pleasure to meet you.
Um,
And when are we expected to embark on this or arrive?
Well, we have the sun up as much as one can see it here, and it's several days' travel, 3, 4 at the most.
where does this guy look like he's like come from? Like I know like different lands, like skin tones, sunny places, more tan. Like, does he look like
Make a
he's
history check.
from?
Hard to tell,
Okay.
especially because he's a lot more bundled up
Okay.
currently. Um, obviously not native to this region because he's
Okay.
wearing a lot more cold weather clothes than like a local would because they're a little more used to the cold, you know?
Yeah.
Rowan looks at everybody. He's just like, well, this is certainly Theobald's writing. We should probably seek him out.
I mean, the right thing to do would be go help him out, right? He helped us all these years.
It's not like him to ask for our help, and I, for one, want to be there when he needs us.
He just knows who the, you know, heroes are. He looks over at Ella, gives a nod.
Ella smiles at him and nods back.
Well then, I recall. I believe we will take you up on your offer to make journey.
Very good. As I said, it will be several days' journey. Please provision yourselves accordingly.
I
More-
provision
And
myself. Bum bum
and
bum.
and is this Barovia? What's the attire? Do I have to dress cold, warm? Nothing at all.
He laughs and he says, "You'll probably be a hit at the Vistani parties, but warmer clothing.
Okay.
It uh,
Yeah.
it tends to rain a bit though."
Okay.
My trusty poncho will get me through everything.
Like a yellow, like
Natari pats Morg. Looks like we're going on an adventure, my friend.
Bork, bork.
and Aragal will wait here for you guys to get ready to go.
Right.
Ella whispers
Well,
to Sid, "Looks like I'll be staying close per usual."
Yeah. It's got a kind of shifty look to him. I don't like him too much, but
Neither do I.
keep your eyes open, kid. And let's pack up. And you guys can all gather your items.
what's
So,
do we need to go into town, or is everything well stocked here?
everything's well stocked here at the Keep and Manor. Theobald literally left a small war chest of money behind for you guys.
Oh hell
And
yeah!
it's up to you if you want to take some of it with you.
How much was there?
When he left a year and a half ago, it was probably around 2,500 gold pieces.
Woo!
Holy shit!
So if you've been living modestly, you're probably around after a year 1,900, 2,000 gold left in your coffers. Because Theobald was an adventurer before he settled down here. and
It's up
he
to you guys because my guy was.
would tell you guys all sorts of stories about his adventures.
I mean, I would think that Sid and I are pretty modest, just of who we are.
I would imagine that Ella and Sid would probably grab some money, just like utility money.
Yeah.
But everybody else is going to have either their own money, like Natari probably does, and Moke has no use for money, and Rowan is already packed.
My question would be, you said he has like a war chest. Is that just money, or is there like potions or something like
Weapons!
yeah, like
Weapons.
Is it filled with magical weapons and stuff? DM?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
is
What?
there
Oh, yeah.
is there a cloak of protection in there?
Do you have a secret chest of loot right in the beginning of the game?
Right in the
DM?
beginning of the
what?
game?
You know, I crafted. It's a dice game. Roll a d20.
It's a dice game? I didn't sign up for this.
Math rocks. What?
No, unfortunately,
Damn it.
most of Theobald's adventuring gear was taken with him when
Okay.
he left.
Oh,
There's the
God.
money. If I was gonna give it to you on a 15 or higher, I'd say they were random magic items.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah.
but, that he might have forgotten in his haste while
Well,
he packed
thank
to leave.
you. At least I had a
But,
chance.
But there is a decent amount of gold. Aragel hasn't made any indications that you need to leave right away. If you wanted to take some of it and potentially see if the town has any potions for sale, you could.
Okay, you said 1920, right? Probably, if we lived. Correct.
I'll say 1900. So it's up to
1900.
you how much you guys would take.
I'd say, well, we should probably just take it all because I would say Theobald, being a cleric, if we're coming there and nobody's here to leverage the war chest, we could probably use it to help people as well. Like funding
So-
some charitable things.
could do that.
Who wants to carry it on their person? I'll make one person the money person. Whoever wants to keep
I can-
track of funds.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so you can add 1900 gold to your inventory. To not belabor time in Bryn Shander, you are able to track down, if you want to, there is an alchemist shop within the city. Their supply will be limited, as is the nature of things in 10 towns being so far up in the
Yeah, that was my other
Icewind
worry.
Dale.
Ella
It's sparse.
always tries to be prepared. And being the closest with Sid, I think she'd just want like buy 2 regular potions, one for him, one for her. There's nobody else.
Alright.
I mean,
Wow.
they've looked out for each other
Yeah.
their entire life, so unless
So you're just like,
anyone
fuck these newcomers.
No,
Jeez.
what I was gonna say was she's going to say, I'm going to town. Anyone else would like one. There might not be much, but I can try.
If you could get me one as well, I would appreciate it.
Moog,
You.
give me give me a give me a good shake if you would like one.
He gives you like a bork and then spins around and like yeah, it looks like affirmative.
All right.
That's a
So what are the
yes.
chances of me? Oh, and then of course I'll nod at Rowan. How are you on your travels? Are you good? Should always have at least one.
Roman's good.
Okay. So what are the chances of me finding 4 just regular here?
Hey, roll me a d6.
Damn it! All right.
You find 2 available.
Sorry, guys.
Wah,
There wasn't any. That's
Actually,
the 2.
I'll say 3 because we'll make it a d6 plus 1. So 3 you find available. They're 50 gold apiece, so it'd cost you 150 gold to buy the lot.
150. Okay, so minus 150. Well, in good fairness of this group, everyone roll for it. Play a nice dice game. D20. Top 3 get it. Get the 3.
Guys, I have a great
So-
idea.
Well,
How
hold
about
on.
everyone that wasn't late get one?
No, but Ella and Sid are close, so you're automatically keeping
Yeah.
at least one for Sid.
Well,
I don't know how you feel about yourself, but I would imagine your
she's
character-
fair. No, she's fair.
Oh, okay.
So top 3 rolls will
D20.
get a.
Okay.
Oh, whoops,
Okay,
that was a
we'll
D12.
do
Don't
it.
look at that.
D12. The D20's
Oh,
incorrect.
the
Good job.
D20.
Somewhere
So-
in the plane of Avernus.
So
a
exactly
spirit
what she
burrows.
does then, she gives one to
That's-
herself, one
That's
to
how we start
Sid,
the campaign off.
and the dog just has no pockets.
I don't know where I would put this. All right, I'll add a potion of healing to Sid's inventory. Excellent.
The spec just gained a blood trident.
There's no speck in
I hope
Barovia.
you
There's
have
less.
the right crystal tier, bitch.
And this is just a regular healing potion.
Yeah,
right?
I just tried to look for
Yeah.
a regular one.
If you put in potion, it's like the first
Yeah.
result. Yeah. But yeah, 150 gold pieces, and you have those 3 potions divvied out.
Oh, I
And
equipment.
and you should all have like rations and things that you started with, as far
Yeah.
as but with everything,
I'd like
Go
to
ahead.
give Moog a good hat shake and say, "Next one I see is yours, bud."
He just sneezes.
Okay. This.
all right. And you guys can gather up, and Aragal is waiting. He's as time has passed, you see that he is kind of had sat down and is reading a book while you guys were gone. But he sees you all return, and he says, "Well, if you're all ready, we can make our way to Barovia."
Yeah, Moog sniffs him. Comes up, he's like, sniff, 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 sniff.
Does he sniff good? Does he sniff good? Does he smell good,
Does
Moog?
smell good.
He kind of smiles at the dog and tries to pet its head.
No,
Yeah,
we
he
don't.
lets him.
Was it?
He lets him.
Oh, okay. Be careful. He bites.
I walk by him on the way to the carriage and I say, "Hope you know that that's a human." It's a little weird.
He
says-
does. He does like it when you scratch his bottom, though.
We don't tell
ain't God's
strangers our
favorite.
secrets.
You're setting this guy up for failure.
You see as he goes and does the scritch on the bottom. He goes, and
No,
looks you in the eyes, even though you told him he's human.
Moog growls at him. He says, "Get off my ass."
Sorry,
Oh.
laughs evilly. He's like, I love it when they do that. It's so funny.
Nat,
Good.
you're something.
Good
I
shot.
know.
Argyle says as he gets ready. He says, "The carriage is not far. We will make our way. Please, follow me."
I look at Rowan. I say, "Rowan, come sit by me. I'd like to hear about your travels. It's been a while."
Let me gather the party. And you guys begin to make your way. It'll be a bit of a theater of the mind here while we travel. You are taken out towards this carriage, and it is this finely made black carriage with these black wheels with almost like a gold inlay in each of the wheels. Attached to the carriage are 2 well-equipped draft horses, an uncommon thing here in Icewind Dale, as typically they use things like sled dogs and axe beaks to move sleds about. But it is sort of towards the warmer part of the year, as warm as it gets here, so horses can make passage, and often traders from the south do bring these types of things. So, uncommon, but not unheard of. The carriage itself has enough room for all 5 of you to sit comfortably. The interior of it is a fine red velvet, very well made, as if it's the carriage of some lord of some high regard, something that Natari might be little used to, with some of her more upper echelon clients that she would deal with. The carriage has little ports, like latch down windows, so that you can open and close them to keep the elements out, but no glass to speak of. as it's better to seal in uh, people away from the elements. So, not something that is used for any sort of, you know, gazing or short travel, something that's obviously equipped for long range travel. And he opens the door for you into the plush interior and offers a hand to help people into the carriage. Do you all step in?
Oh yeah, Moog jumps right
Yeah.
in, sniffing around.
Yeah.
Natari
Sure.
takes his hand and she's like, "Thank you, sir. Um,
Is it not?
this is quite the carriage. Is this yours?"
It is not mine. It is my lord's carriage.
Hmm. Tell us a little bit about your lord.
Very well. As he lets you up into there, and he says, he is a good man, I would say. A fellow who has ruled over Barovia for a long time, with wisdom and foresight. It is in his castle that your cleric friend, caretaker, or whatever you wish to call him, Theobald, is now at. He's a guest of the court of Barovia.
And what is your lord's name?
My lord, his name's
Mhm.
Strahd von Zarovich.
Hmm. I have not heard of him. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
As I said, a kind, caring man, very charismatic. He
Hmm.
has the heart of his people. And then he goes, is everyone comfortable?
Yes.
It is it is acceptable.
He smiles. Good. And he closes the door. And you hear him get on. You feel like the weight of his body getting on the front, kind of dip the carriage forward a bit. And then you hear the crack of the reins as it begins to move. You feel the cold just barely seeping in through the carriage's doors as you guys hear the clopping of hooves, just the rattling as your journey to Barovia begins. As several hours of journey pass, is there any conversation inside the carriage?
Um, not being able to see Rowan in a long time, she is interested of how he's doing, and I mean, she's known him a long time, and he was gone a long time, so she would like to strike up that conversation with him because she just feels closer to him than the others, obviously, because he was the last one that she really opened up to before everyone else joined.
He goes through a lot of the stuff that he's learned. It's just a lot of book stuff, knowledge, things about stuff that he can do. Like he's
But are
picked
you
up the ability
happy?
to enchant things.
Ooh.
He I'm still looking for that answer.
She like lightly puts her hand on his shoulder and gives him a nod and says, "One day, I hope you find what you're looking
But the background thing that me and you talked about, where I can use that, right? That's something I learned.
Yeah.
Cool. He begins to tell, like, well, the reason I thought to return when I did is like, I came across stories, information that I thought Theobald and particularly you all might want to go. I've always wanted to go on a journey with everybody, and I thought this would have been a very good one. But
What's the journey?
stories of
What's the journey?
a pirate's journal I came across.
A pirate.
Oh.
Yes, they were named Izula Cross. But it was a fascinating read. It detailed a hidden, endless library. Can you imagine books as far as the eye could see? Inside of an ancient lost. Believe me, there's more worth in the pages of books than anything else.
Ew.
But I scrounged, I studied, I searched for so much of this, and I came across references of giants made of golden amber, powerful beings, and quite possibly some treasure.
Treasure? You
Yes,
say more.
I don't have details on it, unfortunately, but I'm on to it. I'm on to it.
And these pirates, are they gathered? Like I love to meet people and learn their stories.
Unfortunately, much of what I found was also ruined, and what I could glean was very little. But bits and pieces here and there built made my imagination run wild.
Mm.
And I thought it would be best shared with you all.
I love that.
I think that we should do this journey first for Theobald's, and then I think we should
Oh, yes,
go. And the
yes.
pirates, we should do.
I want Theobald to be there when we take on this journey.
Yes, we must do this pirate's journey.
I don't think I've ever seen
Well, I
you
guess
so
for
excited
the-
before.
A pirate's journey.
Harg!
So we get a double dose of Rowan, huh? 2 adventures for 1, eh? Sounds good to me.
Heck yeah.
And the carriage continues to go on for some time. You can't help, because it's such a long journey, to fall asleep as the carriage turns on. And then suddenly, a crash. And I'll take you to what you see unfolding. For this, it's a matter of chance. I need all of you to roll me a d4. All right. You feel, as you slumber, a sudden heavy smash, a jolt. The carriage goes flying. Your eyes are bleary. But as you all come crashing out of the carriage, flying apart, landing all over the map, you see yourself in this misty land, your eyes blurring together, and you see looming large, having torn through the horses, this creature.
Oh hell no!
Babadook.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
For the first time.
Let's do it. Bork, bork.
Maybe not. Excellent.
This music's
So-
different.
Moog,
I
what if we
know,
work
right?
back to
This music is dope as hell.
humanoid.
All right. You guys, you see as things begin here, this creature looming large, you all have been knocked prone currently by the carriage going over. One of the horses has parts of the carriage like skewered into its body, like it was knocked over with the carriage. The other horse's head has been torn clean off, and this creature has it in its hand as it looms over and sniffs the air. Ella, you're the first to act.
Oh my god. Okay, so this guy, he's on the other side of this carriage, correct?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's so
Is it
tall that you
okay?
can see its horns curling over it.
Ugh. Oh yeah.
I will also describe several other things you see at a glance.
Okay.
You see a heavy gate partially opened to your west. You see what appears to be the road that you were coming down to the east. And you see that on this gate there are two lit braziers. And one of the statues, or both of the statues, have heads that are off laying on the ground.
Oh, nice. Okay, so is he looking directly at me, or could I use this as cover? But I guess if I was doing that, he'd be at cover.
It'll be half your move to stand.
Okay.
And then if you'd like to, you could use your bonus to hide.
Okay. That's yeah,
and
and
attempt a
that's
shot.
okay. That was where my question was going. Was like, could I, quote unquote, hide? Okay, so I'd like to do that, and then step behind. The half would be okay. So, and oh, that's broken. And I'll take a little stealth attack with my crossbow.
All right, you have advantage.
Oof.
You fire with the crossbow, and it just goes whirring past this creature. And now that you're looking at it, you're not even quite sure what parts of its body are fur and actually its body as it goes flying through.
Okay. That's all. I believe that's all I can do.
All right. Rowan.
Rowan kind of a bit shook from being launched out, but I'll say before looking at anything, he gets up and dusts himself off, so he stops being prone.
All right.
Then he'll look around. He sees what he sees. He sees the dead horses. He sees the thing. He sees Ella shooting at something. Does he see Aragol?
Make a perception check. You don't see him anywhere.
Where's Aragol? I don't see him. And he's like, oh gods. He backs up. I'm guessing this is a cliff face, like a high wall.
This is actually just a heavy stone, like a large stone in your way. So this is a wall. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he backs up around it, and he backs back here. He's like, "You guys all right?"
Yeah, Moog like nods at him.
He takes a deep breath and just goes, "I don't know what that is, but I don't like the look of it." You see him unsheath, whatever. It's up across his back. He takes this long metallic pipe, and you see it light up with magic, like there's a little enchantment to it. And he just takes a blast at it.
Mm-hmm. 15 hits. And is this an actual magic weapon?
Yeah, it's got my repeating shot thing on there, so it's considered magical.
Excellent. The bullet seems to hit into its skin. Its head kind of over the top of the carriage as high as it stands, sees you, and you see its burning red eyes look towards you.
Gonna need some help here, guys.
It's a dang Wendigo.
That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm. Atari.
I was just getting a good nap in. And now this. Natari brushes herself off and stands up, so she's no longer prone. And that's half my movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then she's gonna move forward just, I guess, like 10, like right about there. That's about 15 feet right there. Is everybody okay? She looks to Moog and Rowan. They look
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he
She
nods.
sees Ella.
You see Sid, who's like knocked down on the other side of his cart, right next to this creature looming over him. He's like, I don't know about that.
Oh, Sid. That is just an awfully ugly being. So she's gonna cast Sacred Flame in it.
Dex save. 23.
This thing is
my.
amazingly dexterous.
This thing is just so agile. And then she's gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on Sid because he's just lying there. So
Increasing his AC by 2 and your
Doesn't
concentration.
look like it's gonna kill Sid. It looks like it's gonna kill me.
I know, but it's right next to him.
Alright.
And that's all she can do for right now.
Moog.
All right, half my movement to get up.
Yep.
All right, he gets up, dusts himself off. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure we're still. Spiel.
The carriage is also difficult terrain to get across
Yeah.
because it is a wreck.
Point within range. Range area is 90 feet. I'm going to use Entangle.
Alright. Strength save.
Yep.
27.
What the fuck? He's strong.
Holy
It's
shit.
just these vines. You see, as the radiant light comes out, it just kind of like, it's almost like a shadow that snakes around. And as the vines come to snap at it, you see it just grabs them and tears them away as they're coming out of the ground.
Oh man, Oz would have loved this guy.
Right?
That's all he can do, I think. Yeah, I don't really have any too much bonus action. Can I shillelagh my weapon ahead of time? Well, I don't have a melee weapon. Never mind. I gotta figure that out. Never mind. He's done.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's the beast of Svallet's Woods' turn. As it looks around, and you hear from this creature a voice as it goes, mortals, so delicious.
Oh Jesus!
As
Do they
it's
recognize the voice at all?
No. As it's going to first howl its frightening presence. I need Moog, Ella, and Sid to make wisdom saving throws.
See if it does a baby. Hell yeah! Oh no, not the spec.
You're just doing it.
It's
You're doing it.
+6 though
Just get them all out now.
at level 2.
You both are frightened of this creature.
So can't advance. Or here, I'll look it up.
Can't walk towards it.
You can't willingly move towards it, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls while this thing is within your line of sight. And it looms over the wreckage, so it is within your line of sight where you are at, Ella. But Sid just kind of holds up his staff stalwart, laying on the ground as this thing attempts to bite him. With advantage because he's prone. A 25 to hit.
Can I silvery barbs that?
You may. You have silver barbs?
I have the Strixhaven Initiate, which gives me 1.
Okay.
Of course you do.
I love that. I did the same thing for inflict wounds on Oz.
All right, a 19 for the other roll, which still hits.
Damn.
His AC's 19 with the faith shield, so it just cracks through. All right, so he's going to take.
I'll give him advantage, by the way.
All right. 21 piercing damage from the teeth, knocking him unconscious. And he'll still have to make a con save while he's unconscious.
He gets advantage.
Unfortunate. Oh, excellent. Is that enough? It is enough. Excellent. Then the creature's going to claw him.
Fucking A.
27. He immediately fails 2 death saves.
Oh my god.
As this creature digs into his stomach, and you see Sid go, "Ah! Run!" And he has to make a death saving throw.
We just immediately lose our buddy.
He succeeds. 1 success.
I guess not immediately.
Ella, you are frightened.
So all I do is shoot. All I can do, I bonus action.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check for hiding. All right. You slink back, and you would have disadvantage from the frightened, so it's a straight roll for your attack. Your crossbow is rattling in your hand as you gaze at this creature. And the arrow goes wild. Do you stay put?
I can move away. I just can't move forward, right?
Correct. You can retreat.
25. I'll go right here. Somebody help Sid, please. Somebody.
Rowan, you are up. Oh, and Ella, you get to make a wisdom save at the end of your turn for the frightened condition. You remain frightened.
I can't do anything for Sid, unfortunately. I don't have anything. If I had healing
I
word, it'd
can.
be cool.
I can. Don't worry about it. I will heal him.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? This guy's very dexterous. Shoot. He's just gonna... He's torn between himself. But he retreats back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Back to here ish, right here.
All right.
Actually, hold on. He doesn't go that far. Where was I? I was right here. He's. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Over here. Yeah, you can still see him here in the spot. He is trying to think what a smart dude would do.
What does smart man do?
I don't know. I'm pretty dumb. Well, me, not my character.
I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot, damn. I don't know.
I don't know any of this shit. What do you mean?
Does this creature look familiar to anything I might have come across in text?
Oh man, make an Arcana check.
Sorry, you don't have your wizard here to help you?
It's true. We don't have a wizardy.
We don't have a wizard barbarian
person.
anymore.
I have a +7 Arcana.
Okay.
You have your weapon held as you're trying to assess this thing. This creature is nothing you've ever studied. You have no idea what the hell this thing is.
Mother of God.
Fuck, and I can talk too, guys. Oh man. He's gonna take a crack at it from here with this musket. That's all he can really do. See if it'll. Nope, that's gonna miss.
It goes wide.
Goes wide, and he retreats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just like dark woods. I'm retreating to. It's retreating to the light. I'm guessing this is the light range around.
Yeah, you should be able to see the torchlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just making a wild guess. Maybe it can't come to the light. Who knows? He's taking wild assumptions from all the beasts in dark places that he's ever read about and applying theory to it.
All right. Sorry.
How long does frightened usually last for? I can't remember.
Depends on the effect.
Depends on the effect. All right, Tari is going to. I want to do the healing word. Yeah,
All right.
Can I activate my channel divinity and do the healing word?
You can.
Okay. Do I want to do that this early on? Why not? I'm gonna activate my Twilight Sanctuary.
All right. What's the range on that aura?
30.
30 feet. All right.
I think it might get almost everybody. Except for Rowan, I think. And then she's gonna healing word. Good.
You heal him for 6. He's out of death.
Just come on, Sid. You gotta get back in the game. And then you all see it's just like a dim sphere of just I don't know. Twilight just kind of covers all of you.
Indeed. It's
And
beautiful.
you get you can roll your d6 for your attempt. To end your turn in it.
Oh, me or them?
Looks
You
like
do.
you do.
It's for everybody who ends their turn in
Oh.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to end your turn and then you get 10 hit points.
Oh my gosh, I can't hit my thing.
She ends her turn or we end our turn?
So when you guys all
When-
end your turn, you can
yeah.
either do the 10 pin points or you can end your frightened. Either one.
Okay.
Nice. That's
Nice.
pretty
So
That's
sick.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it
Oh,
also
I'm in
works
that
on
too.
charm as well.
Yeah, you're in
Yeah.
it. It's a very large.
30 feet.
Yeah.
I actually think okay. Can you guys see the 30 foot?
Yeah.
Or did I put
That's
25?
25, so I think there he's the tip of him is in it. I don't think. Well, yeah.
I put 30-foot radius, and that's what it gave me.
That's weird
Yeah.
because it is measuring at 25 when I
It
do
says
the
25. Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
do
let
it.
me,
Oh, wait! Never mind. It's 30.
Yeah, now it's 30. What the hell? That's
It depends on what
crazy.
direction you go. Like
Yeah.
if you go towards Rowan, it's 25. If you go towards like north or whatever, it's 30.
Weird. It's,
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so
It's
weird.
supposed to be a radius, which is
Squares
We'll
are
go-
weird.
We'll go off
Actually,
of
let me-
the
I'll move
radius from
forward,
you.
Just
Yeah.
go forward just a little bit. There we go. There you go, Sid.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right. Mo, you are frightened, scared puppy.
okay. Shit. He's gonna do a chill touch.
You'd have to pop out of wolf form. Are you gonna do that?
No,
I think he
yeah,
already was.
I've been out of wolf form for a while.
Oh,
If this
okay.
was a 3-hour trip, the wild shape only lasts
Understood.
an hour.
Understood.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Let me go ahead and get you on there.
I didn't want to make you keep switching in and out because that seems just for flavoring type stuff.
Okay,
you
that's
know?
fine. We'll leave you like that. Just
Okay.
yeah. So that works for me. If you're fine with the token being
I'm
that way.
totally
Okay.
fine with that. Yeah, absolutely.
1 damage.
I'll just try to make it
hit.
more. I'll like make it more known that I'm either humanoid or wolf or dog.
We'll put this one for human.
Nice. Okay. So he's frightened. Yeah. So
it would have been at disadvantage though because of the frightened condition. So do please roll one more time for me.
yes.
We'll take the first result if it hit. All right. So it'll be the original result.
Oh, that sucks.
23. Yeah, it's the lower of the two, unfortunately.
Is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you see, it looks like the creature. I mean, it doesn't look like much. I'll be honest.
Yeah, he's like merp. There's literally a tiny merp like text that comes out of him. He's like, okay, all right. Shit. Moog manages to stand firm and ends his turn inside of the Twilight Chamber and removes his frighten.
Excellent. You're no longer frightened. It's Beast's turn. As this twilight light falls over the area, you see the beast looks in your direction, Natari, and begins to laugh.
God. Jesus.
And will continue to attack Sid.
Are you
Ugh.
insulting my lady of silver?
God damn it. Okay.
22 knocks him unconscious, and the second one he fails. Hugh saves.
Jesus.
As he attempts to bring his staff up to block the blow, the creature just crushes its claw through it, and it splinters all over the place.
His eyes go all white like an anime when they're just getting the absolute tar beaten out
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As he's just like, and he
body's,
does
like,
have to make. He doesn't have to make a con save, so unfortunate. As the creature digs its claws into him again, you just hear it speak. Run as fast as you can, Salune. Lyric. It's its turn. He succeeds his death save. Ella, you're still frightened.
Okay. I shift behind, hopefully, the cart. Cunning action, hide. The only way I'm gonna get through this.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, please. All right, you are hidden from this creature. You make your attack normally.
Okay.
It hits.
Oh. Plus my. Please move 5 dice. I can't click my thing.
It already rolled sneak attack for you, but you wouldn't get
Oh.
it anyway because you didn't have advantage, and your ally next to it is unconscious and is not a threat.
Oh, so even though I had advantage because it was flat.
Yeah, you are frightened, so it's a regular roll, so you wouldn't
Okay.
sneak. Yeah. You fire off this hand crossbow, and you watch as the arrow hits this creature and just breaks apart against its body, doing nothing.
What?
It needs magical stuff, my friend.
Oh, she shifts back to fully. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just screams at it. And that's probably the loudest that you guys have ever heard.
All right. Would you like to end your frightened condition, or would you like temper?
Yes, sir. No, I would like to end my frightened.
You're no longer frightened. And just so you all know, now that you've all passed and gotten out of the frightened, you are immune to its frightening presence for the next 24 hours.
Nice. Haha.
Rowan, I'll allow you to make another Arcana check now that you've seen something happen.
Come on, Smarty Pants.
The demeanor of this creature, its size is very odd for what you think it might be, but it's some form of werewolf. It's a form you've never seen, but werewolves are immune to non-magical weaponry unless it's silvered.
Yep, that makes sense. 5, 10, 15. He can see it. He'd be like, guys, this thing, I don't know what it is exactly, but it's some kind of werewolf. It's immune to anything that isn't magic. Unless you guys got some silvered weapons somewhere.
And you would also know that werewolves on their own are very dangerous.
And this thing,
But whatever this is worse.
This thing is bigger than a regular werewolf that I've studied. This thing goes beyond every limit I have ever read about for a werewolf. This thing is like Big Daddy. This is Big Daddy.
All right, so we can't kill it. Got it.
No.
Understood.
Somebody should, I don't know, maybe grab Sid and book it.
Yeah. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
There's a gate behind us. We might be able to get through it and close it before, I don't know.
Before that thing catches up, unlikely, but we have to try.
He will. I'll take another pot shot at it.
All right.
See if he get distracted, I guess.
$18 hits. Doing 11 damage. Make an insight check for me. You shoot it, the bullet sinks into it, but it seems to just stare directly down at Sid, bloody on the ground. The sickening smile on its face.
This thing wants Sid bad, guys. He is not focusing on anything else. he will I'll end his turn here.
Alright. It's alright.
Can Natari use her action to pick him up and then go back and leave? Like, would that provoke an attack of opportunity if she just is not within his range?
Oh,
You
If I
move
pick
it.
him up?
If you grab his body, you'll be moving at half speed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And any movement you do, especially over here, this is difficult
It's
terrain,
difficult.
so it's already double movement. So you would
Oh.
be moving extra slow. You could like get to
Okay.
here and try and pull him around, but again, you would be moving at half speed.
Half speed. Then that werewolf's gonna come attack me right after. Oh. Okay. I guess I am going to, and I'm allowed to do a cantrip and then heal him. Am I allowed to do
You are.
that? Okay. She's gonna do the good old classic ding dong bing bong on
Mhm.
him. Because why not?
Gotta have a ding dong bing bong.
Right?
Got it.
Wisdom save, correct?
Yeah.
Rolls bar.
Oh, why?
And then she'll do a healing word.
You cast the ding dong bing bong, and you watch as the necrotic seeps through this creature. It's not as effective as you would have hoped. It appears to be resistant.
Damn it.
But it still does a
but-
little bit.
Yeah, it does half damage. Chill touch technically did 0.
It fried his eyeballs or his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. My whole thing just like
and
froze. So
Sid heals for 6.
again. All right, Sid. You got to pull your shit together, man.
It's an absolute wreck, and you're like, all right, man, come on.
Any movement on your turn, or are you staying put?
She's gonna stay put. I think she's got everybody in her circle right now. Huh?
Mope.
Alrighty. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Would ice knife him, but I don't want to hurt frickin' Sid. So we're gonna try and tangle again and see if it works.
Alright. The entangle seems to grab onto it.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Check that. So you're concentrating on that, correct?
Yeah. Concentration up to a minute. I'm gonna put the description here.
Yep.
20-foot square. So he's centered in that right now.
Oh, it's a strength save. I hit Dex. Oops.
Oh, well.
I'll just add the 2 more that he would have had for the save to not cheat you. So he would still fail because it'd be 12. So
Okay. Either way,
I don't want to reroll. I feel like that'd be unfair.
that's your call.
Yeah.
All right, so he's grappled for all intents and purposes. Is that how it kind of works? I'm trying to read this, but restrained.
Yeah, restrained, entangling plants until the end of the... Yeah, restrained means it... Yeah, it'll have disadvantage on its attacks, and speed is currently 0.
Saving throws. Okay. That's all he can do for now. He doesn't have any bonus action. Or let's say he'll apply it as Shillelagh to his scimitar. Like he knows he's close, he's gonna put it on there as his bonus action.
And then
Not-
you can
Not that that meant
do
anything.
temporary hit points. The 1d6.
Oh, nice! I can do that over like if I'm in my
Good.
turn multiple times. Sick. So
Wait.
1d6
Does Shillelagh work on scimitars?
does not.
I think it only works on clubs.
Oh,
think
It has to be a wooden
wood.
weapon.
Do you
Okay.
have
Thanks,
like a
Wood.
quarterstaff or anything?
No, I put scimitar on because it has a higher base
You can use
damage.
Sid's, it's broken into 2 pieces. You could probably use part of it as a club.
True.
All right, knowing
You can
that
probably-
his scimitar isn't magical, he picks up Sid's quarterstaff.
All right, you can treat it as a club.
All right. He's preparing for the next turn. He doesn't have any actions left. End turn.
The creature is
scene.
going to. It doesn't have advantage because they're restrained, but it's going to go take a bite. Okay. Knocks him unconscious again. And then it's going to claw him. A 14 will miss.
Oh,
As he just
God.
smashes into the ground.
thank God, D&D
God.
dice gods.
Yank
Sid
him
gave
out of
the
there.
old-
'Cause
Gave him the old unconscious dodge.
that's what I will be doing.
Yank him out of there. It's time to get.
Get him out of there.
All right. Sid's turn.
No risk of dying this turn.
Success. All right. At the top of the round, you guys watch as the mist is growing in the area. It's getting thicker. And at the start of your turn, Ella, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Bro!
You begin to cough uncontrollably, and you feel almost like poison is entering your body. You take 7 poison damage
Ah!
breathing in this mist.
Here's my max. Ew. Okay.
Brother, ooh.
Brother, ew.
Ew.
Okay. I hate that for
You'll
myself.
Get 10 HP at the end of your turn, though.
I'm going to get some temp HP right now. I'm on a shift.
Yeah.
That's 4 temp for me. Okay, so she shifts, so now her movement speed is 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you said this is difficult. Sorry. This is difficult terrain.
Yep.
Would I be able to make it here or no? Because I'm at
40 would
30
get
here.
you- 40 would get you there.
Right on top of it? Okay. I wasn't sure if I could
Mhm.
end on top of it.
Oh, and technically, Entangle is an area, isn't it?
20-foot square.
20-foot square.
Just depends on where the square was put.
I'll assume that you centered it back here, so it's not impeding your group.
Impeding his people.
Yeah.
And I grab a hold of him and use my action to dash backwards. And you said it'd be half, but this is half.
Yep.
So 5, 10,
So it's
15, right? Would be one movement.
It would be 20 to get him over that.
20 to get him over that. Okay. And then I have another 20, so just 2 more spaces, correct? It's half to pull him, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
If you have 20 more left, then yeah.
Yep. I get him there. And I'm coughing up in his face.
All right. Rowan, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution save.
But
All right. You take 6 points of poison damage.
Thank God for temp HP.
What was your temp HP? It
I
was
got
4,
7
wasn't it?
from- What?
No,
You just
sorry.
roll one.
Yours.
So
roll
1d6 plus 2 for
2.
hers.
Yeah.
I got 7 from it.
Oh,
And
we
so you can
have
roll
to
1d6
roll it.
plus 2.
Oh, and I guess
To
I
see
saw
if you get
4,
higher.
so I thought that
They
it
won't
was.
they won't stack, but you can take the higher of the two.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
I don't think you.
1d.
Yeah, I don't think you
Six.
took one last time anyway.
No, I got rid of my
Did you?
fear.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be 4 anyway. So okay.
Rowan's in flight mode right now. He's seeing that Sid's getting taken away. He's just like, keep pulling him, keep pulling him. He casts grease on kind of. It's a 10-foot
You want to drop it on the creature?
10-foot square. So I want to drop it to where it's slightly in front of him, but still clipping over the creature.
Gotcha.
So that way if he moves forward with it, he's still in it.
Understood.
Boop. And I'll do that right here. So beep, grease, and display VTT. Just pops a 10-foot square of grease on the ground and turns it into difficult terrain. And if a creature stands in it or moves through it or ends its turn in it, they must make a dex save or fall prone.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, he's got high dex, but this is just,
Sure.
he's entangled. Maybe it'll help.
Yeah.
So it's to make a dex save. Oh, I clicked dexterity. I keep misclicking. But that would save anyway. So
Yeah.
I treat it the same way. It was just going to add the bonus, so it succeeds.
But the grease persists, so if he moves through it, he should do it again. As far as if I'm reading this right.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
stays, right?
Baldur's Gate
It
does,
lasts-
bastards.
it lasts for
Yeah,
a whole
Baldur's
minute.
Gate stays, and I always fall.
Fuckers. Yeah, same.
Like,
Can't move
like,
5
damn
fucking
it.
feet in grease.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you can reroll your temp at the end of your turn if you stay there.
Right.
Or are you going to retreat?
When I made that con save, did I see the mist that you said was creeping up onto me?
Yeah.
Is there a
It's all
spot where
around you guys. Give me a perception check.
Yeah, look for it, see if there's a spot where it's not. Nope,
Behind
can't
you.
see the shit. Can't see shit.
All right.
You will just
Actually,
turn here
five's
and-
five's enough for this. Actually, it's a super
Oh.
low DC. You glance around and you see near the torches around the gate, the mist is not there.
And he's just like, guys, torches. The light's keeping the mist away. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's safe over there. Gets in, go towards the gate. Go. He will end his turn here though, just to stay in range to help people if needed.
It's already.
All right. Clearly, we are going. This is disgusting. Does she have to do a con save?
Yes, please. You succeed. You're able to. You see people kind of coughing around you. You cover up your mouth and don't breathe in the mist.
It's like the plague. We need to get out of here. And she will cast.
And then you take damage because you speak. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? She holds her breath.
Oh no, I need to get the fuck out of here.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
Take your hand off of your mouth. I can't understand you.
I don't want to breathe it in, okay?
Oh yeah, he's been dead for years. Yeah, that's a cushy job.
She is going to.
Mickey?
It's Mickey.
Penny.
She's going to. Poor Sid. Right, she's gonna cast Sacred Flame on the werewolf again. That was a big one right there.
And you watch again as its body, it's like restrained, but its body almost shifts into a black mist itself as it dodges.
She's like, oh, it's so disgusting. And then she's gonna do all of her movement.
And you come to a terrifying realization in that moment that this thing can shift its body into mist.
All right, guys, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Trying.
She's getting the fuck out of there.
Okay, bye.
All right, you need to get back in my little bubble. And then she's all the way over here. That's her movement.
So they're gonna make me play another one of this creature's cards. I didn't want to show you yet.
Well, you don't have to.
Smiley face.
No, you don't. We're not making you do anything.
We're not making you do
We're getting
anything.
so much
Don't
info
do
about,
anything
like,
that you
from this
feel
first
forced to
bullshit
do.
encounter.
Get to see torches. Get to see torches.
It's all about learning.
He
It's all
just
about
keeps
knowing
killing
You're
people.
gonna die.
Knowing is half the battle.
Is this how we get to Barovia? We have to die? Fuck.
Speaking of dying, Mo.
Speaking of
Yes,
dying.
sorry,
Oh no! Take him and pull him, Moog.
All right.
Oh, con save, by the way.
Moog, con save.
Yep.
All right.
All
We're doing
right.
it.
You're gonna take one poison, but I need you to make another con save.
To see if I'm poisoned.
No, to see if you maintain concentration, and you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Any amount of damage causes it.
Oh.
All right. So for it, we're gonna retreat, right? 5, 10. As we're retreating, we're gonna cure wounds on Sid on the way out.
All right.
Get up, Sid.
That was a nice one. Wasn't
He's-
it?
he looks up to you. He's like, he sees Ella has him as you run by and heal him, and he sees he's being dragged away. He goes, oh, "All right, we're gonna get out of here."
Oh
Don't-
fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh
Don't
fuck!
jinx it, Sid.
It's the creature's turn. You can roll your temp for ending up in the aura.
Hell yeah!
You watch as this thing just grins in delight with all these roots over its body, and it goes, "Yes, yes, what a hunt!" As it shifts through the mist
Oh,
out of the
God.
entanglement.
Okay, guys.
And
Thanks.
it's going to bite and claw Sid.
For fuck's
Oh
sake.
my god, leave Sid the fuck alone.
Stop.
Well, one of them misses. That's good. I think. Right?
Oh, speaking of which, did you take poison damage, Nutari, or did you save? You saved. Okay, cool.
I saved, yeah.
All right. So the bite will hit. Let's see what I'm getting.
2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Did he
damage.
ended his turn
Two
in the
damage.
bubble. Did he roll for
You
temp
don't
hit
get
points?
it if you're unconscious. I don't believe.
Lame.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's only if you're conscious, unfortunately.
He says, "We're gonna make it out of this," and he immediately gets knocked down into the ground again.
And I literally just like go, "You're an idiot."
What is the like actual time passage there? Like, Mo ran past him, healing him. He thought to himself, "Time to get up and run." When the werewolf shows up right in front of him and smacks him
Yeah, like
down. Like literally 15 seconds.
Did he run
No,
up?
quarters of seconds. As
Oh,
you're
wow.
running, Mo, you tag Sid healing him, and you're running towards the exit, and you watch as the mist coalesces behind you, and the creature bites into his body again, and you have no idea how it happened.
Jesus.
Okay, so it was more of a teleport. I was gonna say the grease.
Yeah.
Damn.
Agreed.
Yeah,
The grease.
it's a teleport. Hey, Sid's turn. Let's do another death save for this lad.
The poor guy.
Oh,
He's staying strong.
He's staying strong.
Yeah, the dice is definitely like on his side for right now.
Ella, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Mother.
All right, you succeed. You managed to cover your mouth.
I learned to cover my mouth after coughing all over Sid's face.
You
Okay.
gave Sid COVID, and
He's got long hauler syndrome now.
Because
oh, actually, speaking of which, I need to do something. No,
Or-
he went down from the bite anyway. We're good.
okay.
It would have been at the start of his turn if he took any poison damage.
Me moving him, like we're saying, like if I picked him up or whatever, it's the opportunity attack is on me.
Yeah, it'll get to swipe at you.
Can't you?
No, it
you-
fucking
you
won't,
cutting action?
because I'm shifted.
Did
1,
he come within
2,
10 feet of me?
3,
Oh,
4.
mer-
I do not
Yeah.
take opportunity attacks when I am shifted because of swift stride.
Alright.
And then I will dash
Sweet.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Get the fuck out of there.
I am dragging this boy. I assume he's like bigger, so it's just like aren't Genasi's like pretty big?
I mean, he's about the size of
I
a
think they're like
normal-
normal.
Oh,
size.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
I'm just like I'm so glad I
Their
worked out.
density has probably some question, but
Just like us.
And what is it? Roll D1 D6 plus 2.
Yep.
6.
Yep. there's also an advanced roller if it's easier for you. Like it has a button that can do all that stuff.
Alright, Rowan.
Bum, 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 bum. 10, 15. Now, when I notice this mist, does it breach this light line?
It doesn't seem to. Also, make a con save, please.
A 16.
You're good.
Good, nice. He's not attacking this time. He's like I'm taking over. He grabs Sid and yanks backwards into 15. Pulls him back as far as he can into the light.
Mhm.
Hopefully, since this thing shifted into mist and whatever, maybe the light will keep him from doing that too.
Ella's defeated. She's like trying to just breathe.
Is moving him in action, or can I still cast something?
It would be your action to grapple him and
Okay.
take him with you, because you have to grapple.
Yep.
But speaking of which, sorry, did you bonus action dash? Is that what you did?
Cunning action?
Oh, you already
I
had
didn't-
him. Grab.
Yeah, I already had
Sorry.
him.
Never mind. I was sorry. I was thinking of sorry, Ella. I have to get used to your new names.
I was like, I didn't do shit.
Rowan, is that all?
That's all I can do. Just pull him back into the light, away from the mist.
I'm sorry.
Is Natari able to grapple him and then give him a healing potion? Is that a thing?
But you could spend your action giving him a healing potion if you'd like.
And then can I?
No,
So I
it would
can't
be your-
drag him though.
you can only heal him or drag him.
Okay, but he's already doing death saves, correct?
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay, so Natari's gonna go in and she's just like, "Listen, buddy, you're just gonna have to drink this shit right now." And then she pours down a healing
Mm.
potion to him.
Bleed all these resources out of you guys.
Otherwise, open your mouth.
Otherwise,
and
he's
swallow.
gonna, yeah, open your mouth and
Five
swallow.
I'm
buddy.
good.
I think that was. I hate how it showed up in red there. And that was a movement, I think, to 5, 10, 20, and then she's gonna go over a little more to the light. Over here.
All right.
Dash, boy, dash.
Moog.
All right.
Come here, come here,
So
come on, boy.
Moog is in his human form. He is a human, or he's an elf right now.
Let's still
Oh.
talk to you that way.
Here, boy.
We still talk to you.
Oh, Mo,
Come on, Mo.
Come on, boy.
make a.
Come on, boy.
I also, I need a con save from Natari
Oh, I
and
forgot that.
Moog. Alright, Moog, you take 7 poison. Natari, you are good. I need another con save for your entangle if it matters, unless you
Oh,
want to just
sorry.
drop it.
Well, he's not entangled by it anymore, so Moog dropped
Yeah,
that as
ignore
soon as
that.
he got out of it.
Yeah.
The other thing that Moog did, I didn't catch it right away, but he moved within 10 feet of himself, within Moog. He's going to use his reaction for Halo of Spores, if that's still a thing I could do.
I'll let you do it.
All right.
It's a con save.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Support.
And is that necrotic damage?
Yes.
There's 1 necrotic.
All right. Probably should have done it before, but he's also going to activate Symbiotic Entity as one of his wild shape tokens, and as like a defensive measure, and run away.
Get the fuck out of there, Moog.
Come on, boy.
Come on. We got
That's where he ends
treats.
his turn. Yeah, so he has a Symbiotic Entity activated. He has he's ended his turn in that little area there.
Can you get into the light?
He's not in the light, unfortunately. He can't make it to the light.
Where were you?
Wait, were the stuff that you activated? Had you already done that, or are you able to dash?
No, so as an action, I activated my Symbiotic Entity.
Oh, gotcha.
Does
Yeah,
that,
'cause
does that lower your movement speed?
This party is full of temporary hit points, I tell you what.
It really is. Like, you see so many temporary hit points in this party.
Well,
And-
good, because there's a thing I plan to do later in later levels that also provides temporary.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Don't worry,
10
we will
10 HP.
increase the damage done by the boss.
Everyone
to
gets an
annihilate
extra
that.
D6 damage.
Everybody gets HP.
Oh gosh.
He's like,
you
challenge
were-
accepted.
You were 1, 2, 3. What was your movement speed?
30.
You should still have 2 squares left from where you were standing.
I was
Oh,
like
think you
right here,
can.
right?
You were right
you were,
here.
You were 10 feet from the guy.
you've got 10 more feet.
Okay.
Come closer to us.
Get in the light.
5, 10. There we are. We're in the
There we
light.
go.
Like, good call. I didn't know that's how that worked. I counted 6 squares that I moved into, and that's how I did my walking, or my walk speed.
Alright, I gotta check something
Yeah.
here.
Right there would be
Alright.
30 feet.
Oh yeah, you're in the edge of the light. I had to double check the stream because I can't see the light properly.
Uh-huh.
Which is
Yeah,
where I
we
got the
should all
stream
be in
open.
the light now.
Oh.
We should all be in the light now.
I'm
Yeah, I think
helping.
we're all in the light.
All right. At the top of the round, this creature's turn, you hear it go, yes, the hunt, children, the hunt, and howls. And you hear howling
Oh
around
no.
you.
Oh
Yeah.
No.
god. Woo! Yeah, Mo goes in with it. He like howls as well.
Moog,
No, no, Moog.
Quiet, boy. Quiet.
And
We
you
have talked
guys
about this.
watch as it steps through the mist as far as it can, and then walks into the light.
Oh.
You want to save? Bites. And claws.
Why him?
Who's the closest person to him, and this thing seems to enjoy watching people suffer. Alright, so first bit will be knocking him unconscious again.
Motherfucker.
2 failed death saves. It's its turn. Two things happen at the beginning of his turn. First, he stands up.
Yes!
Woo!
Nat 20!
Statistically speaking, with the number of death saves he's been making, he has to crit at least one of them.
Yeah, but it could have been the other crit.
And as that happens, he has to make a con save immediately.
Save.
From the
Wait.
Oh wait, no,
can
he's in
I-
the light. He's good. He's good. He's in the light.
I see, we're
But
in the
he
light.
he restores at 1 hit point. This lucky lad,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Is
holy
he-
shit.
finally stands up from prone. He looks around at everyone and this creature immediately in your vicinity. And you all hear the scrambling up the walls behind you of claws.
Oh Jesus!
Wait, and the behind us, like where we were
Yes.
trying to go?
Mm-hmm.
Also, he
Right.
activated Halo Spores again. Double damage this time.
Okay, that's what con save.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, okay. And 2d6, or is it? Yeah, 2d4. My bad.
It takes none rate if it succeeds.
I thought if it failed, okay, yeah, it takes none. Yeah, it's 14, so he takes nothing.
All right. Sid stands up with half his movement. He
Fucking disengage.
does he have any key points at this level? I don't know. Let me double check. Yeah. He spends a key point to Step of the Wind, which will give him
Step the fuck out of
Disengage.
there.
disengage as a bonus. And he goes, "Oh, run ahead! Don't get lost, guys!" And he begins to run.
Don't forget your HP.
If he ends his turn, he goes
Oh
through
yeah,
the
if
gate.
he ends his turn. Yeah, very good. Oh, never mind.
Uh,
Just kidding.
He's running. He you guys got him up. He's starting to run away. That would have been
Thank God.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He gets 5 more feet as he's running through the gate. Ella.
She sees her friend running and she's like, okay, let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. I was always faster than you, huh? As she
Yeah.
runs by him.
All right. Let's double check something here. Rowan.
He's just like, let's book it, guys. He disengages and ends up right here. He's got 35 feet.
All right. It's all right.
Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And she ends up right about here.
All right. Mo.
All right. Moog's gonna run away. Run away.
Run
He's gonna
away,
take
little
dash
girl.
actually if he can. Yeah, 'cause he's not.
Yeah, you can.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
All right.
What
It
is this we're
the-
running into?
You're running like it's a large gate, like a
Oh, my
gatehouse
bad.
almost. And as you guys, you could get to like here,
Yeah, like there-ish.
because like it's this corridor.
Okay, so I'm like at the corner of the gate, basically.
Yeah. The yeah. So the gate begins. You see, there's a figure on the other side as you guys approach. You all will see this individual now. Let me grab him. 1 second. This figure standing on the other side,
Oh my god, it's Russ.
who
It's a
starts
kitty.
as you're starting to get through, and he sees Mo coming. He goes, "Run! Get through the gate. I will close it."
You should be able to end your turn inside the gate though, Cap.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh
You
yeah,
dash.
you would have been
Yeah.
able to. Yeah, as you get through the gate, you're far enough, Rowan, and he begins to close the gate. Um, as you guys exit the encounter,
We
and
almost died our first encounter.
this individual here begins saying, "We need to be quick. The weather werewolves are coming. Let's go." Starts running with you guys down a road,
Oh, you don't have to tell me more than once. Let's go.
and you just hear
Sorry, Spirits.
howling on the other side of the door, smashing against it on the other side as we exit initiative.
Oh my gosh.
And
Like,
while we're running away and getting away from the shit and no longer in combat, I assume, Rowan's just like, the quarterstaff of Sid's broke, right?
I'm sorry.
Sid's quarterstaff broke, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Mo still
he
has
doesn't have his step.
Yeah,
He's got a club.
he mends it.
The other half is left by the cart, unfortunately.
Yeah, so he has like half of his quarterstaff with him. He's holding it in one hand.
And mending does take a minute to cast.
True.
You guys, this figure, this tabaxi figure with this white fur and the shock of blue eyes is running through the woods with you, and you each see traveling in the woods around you furred figures. We now are in a chase
Oh God!
as werewolves are chasing you through the woods.
Fuck! Damn it!
Oh.
Worse than a Dark Souls entry.
So we're going to be in a little bit of a theater of mind place as you all are running.
Who are you?
You guys are, and just to set the picture, that's why the music is still on, by the way. To set the scene for you, as you are running through these woods, you see they are these dark woods of old trees. You see the mist is low lying in all of the tree cover around you. You don't see anything cleared but the road that you run down now. The figures, the werewolves that are chasing after you, are closing in from the tree line, and you hear this tabaxi shout, "We're not far away. There's a house up ahead. We can escape this. Follow me." And he's running towards down this road. I assume you all follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
All right.
Absolutely.
This is a group check. I need dexterity saving throws from your group. Every one of you.
Dexterity.
Oh
And then-
shit.
There it is.
1 second.
I crit my pants.
I gotta grab this other individual's sheet. Give me 1 moment. You might be right.
It's Russ. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
All right. More successes than failures. Excellent. And a nat 20 in there too. You guys continue running through the woods, and as you're running, you hear Russ say, "Where any of you bit?" You don't know his name, but the tabaxi says, "Where any of you bit?"
We all look at Sid.
No. Yeah, or I wasn't.
He was clawed, but I don't think
Well, he
he was
used
bit.
claws and bites
Yeah.
for his attack, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure a
you
couple
s-
are landed.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
he looks at him and says, as you're running, "You should get far away from us. It is not long." He's like, "What?" As he's running with you all. "I'm sorry, friend. Your fate is sealed." As you...
No!
And the werewolves lashing out from the woods. I need you all to make another round of dexterity saves.
Look, Russ, you're really throwing us down.
He's not a dexterous guy. He's a cleric, Smile.
Cut.
Well,
He's a
I got
cat.
a 9. I got a 21.
Let's see, 11, 15, 8, 12. More failures than successes.
Jesus.
All right,
What?
the D6.
Excuse me, DM.
More failures?
Oh my god. It's Sid out of 5, where he is in the group.
God damn it.
I
One
thought a
second, please.
failure was
Damn
9 and
math
under.
rocks.
No, these are... It's a DC crafting.
Oh,
encounter?
not a like a stealth. I guess I thought we were doing like kind of like
Yeah.
how you do a stealth check.
No, this is different.
Oh.
This is like a chase. You guys
Oh,
are
my
chasing,
heart.
and these things are like lashing out at you from the woods, and you're trying to duck and weave around their attacks because there are dozens of them, and to fight them would be folly. So they're just, it's like them leaping out of the woods, slashing at you, and like they're like spinning out as you dodge and like returning in their chase as you run, kind of deal.
My heart.
Yeah, any amount of damage is gonna drop Sid. Yeah, he gets caught. One of the wolves claws him in the back, and he immediately hits the dirt and lands unconscious on the ground. Do you all continue to run?
No, pick him up.
No,
All right, who's picking him up?
I don't have a heal.
Yeah,
I
Mogo.
don't have.
I'm weak.
I mean, I've got 15.
I can
Drink,
wild shape
but
into
not like-
like a bear or something. But then I couldn't pick him up probably because that's 2 actions.
I mean, if you wild shape,
Well,
we
if
can
you wild shape,
throw.
then we can put them on you.
DM, yes.
You used one for the spores ray,
1, yep.
and you want a wild shape again? Yeah, you can do that as a bonus.
To carry him, yeah. In order to
Yeah,
carry, yeah.
you guys could. It'll be clumsy because you can't like you don't have time to tie him up or anything.
Right. No, he's just gonna have to hang on
Hang on, Sid.
with all the one strength you have left.
This is gonna be a bumpy ride, buddy.
All right.
So, dire
You
wolf.
put him on your. All right, you dire wolf. You turn into a wolf and you kind of throw him over his back and continue to run as fast as you can. It costs you only a second, but you're all able to continue running at pace. But he's currently unconscious, so he'll have to make a death save as you run.
Can I spare the dying him while I help him
may,
up
yes.
there? Okay.
Nice.
You may. Yeah,
As
you
you're like
spare him.
lifting him on there, that's so fucking cool.
So he is stable but unconscious as you run. And you continue to run, and you see the wolves are still getting chased. You see a large manor house in the distance, about 3 or 4 floors high. A singular building amongst a bunch of ruins of buildings. As you run for it, and you're getting closer, Russ says to you, or the Tabaxi says to you, "You need to drop him. He is a danger."
We don't drop our
And
friends.
Mo
You
growls.
watch as in the clouds above, they part for but a moment. A full moon. And you watch as Sid's body contorts, and on your back, he begins to transform. into a monster, a werewolf.
Sid,
Does Moog notice
no.
before he transforms all the way?
You're watching him transform.
Yeah, he throws him off as he's transforming.
Yeah, you buck him off, and you watch as his body, like, you guys are full run, spins on the ground, and his body contorts and shifts, and you see claws and a snout extend from his face as he stands and howls. But you all continue to run.
Ella's running, but like looking back at him, like this isn't happening.
And as you continue to run, you reach the house. And you hear the Tibet say, "Inside, quick! Quick! They won't come in here!" And he rushes you all into the foyer as he slams the door. And we finally exit the chase. and
Oh
the
God,
combat.
we're in the murder house.
That's what I'm like. What the fuck? Triggered. Triggered. Triggered.
So, one moment.
About to ask him about Cruel.
Triggered.
You
What
guys
was the-
didn't think
What
you
was
would
the
escape.
goblin's name again?
TT.
TT.
E.T. That's right.
Where's Skeets at?
That's a good question.
That motherfucker's alive.
And your
It's a
aura's a
werewolf.
minute, right? So it would dissipate
Yeah.
by the time you arrive.
Yeah.
Does the temp HP also, or how does that work?
Temp HP stays until
Okay.
it's taken away
Until
from
it's
you.
used up, yeah.
All right. As you guys all come into this house, the door closed behind you.
Triggered.
What does Rowan know about werewolf transformation curses?
Give me an intelligence check.
I know everything.
You know it all. All right, 1 second, please. Let me pull up everything. I just want to give you facts as they are because some things might strike you as odd. Here we go. You would know that lycanthropy is a curse, first and foremost. It is something that could be removed by a remove curse spell. But a natural born lycanthrope can only be freed from its curse by a wish spell.
Cool.
So at
I
least
would know
for
that we
him,
can save Sid.
it is, if you can find him again and you have someone who can remove his curse, you'll be able to.
Okay. Was there anything that I noticed?
I have
about
additional information for you.
Okay.
You know that lycanthropy does trigger on a full moon. When people are afflicted with this from a werewolf's bite, it would need to be under moonlight that they are triggered. So it was unfortunate happenstance that that's exactly the time you arrived in this place. You also know everything you know about werewolves, but you also know that lycanthropes can be any number of things. There are were-tigers, were-rats, were-boars, were-bears, any number of creatures. But it's based upon the bite of the creature that did it to him. So that's why he turned into a werewolf. You do know that he should be sane enough in his human form to communicate with you guys, but under the auspices of the full moon, will lose control.
So we have American Werewolf in London type of werewolf here.
With my knowledge, do I know that after since he did transform, are the other werewolves going to leave him alone?
They will.
Okay.
Because they usually get inducted into packs, and if he becomes a problem, they'll deal with him.
Do I know what happens to these folks when they transform back? Like, is he stuck there permanently, or does it go away after the full moon? goes away. Like just the transformation on the curse.
The automatic transformation happens under the full moon, but it will remain intact as long as there is a full moon. But lycanthropes, it varies from person to person. They have to learn to deal with it, and it can be difficult for some people to turn back. But it is doable. And once they realize that, they can kind of control the form as things go on, but it takes some mastery.
So
Okay.
they can kind of go in and out as they want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when there's not the full moon.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
so even if there's not a full moon, they can transform if they gain mastery over it, or if they like really want
Yeah.
to. Okay.
They can do it at will, essentially.
Rowan, with all his knowledge that he knows of werewolves, he looks to Ella and he's like, "Don't worry, he's safe. He's cursed, but he's safe. We can save him."
Ella is just full
Yes.
bug-eyed right now, like staring off.
sorry.
We
It
will
was a matter
save
of
him.
urgency. We can get your friend back, I am sorry. But at the moment, he was a danger.
He turns around. He's like, "No, you've done enough. You saved us. Thank you." He looks back at Ella.
course.
He is she. What is she doing right now?
I'm like I've turned to you, but I'm like staring off almost through you.
He puts his hands on your face, like on the sides of your face, and he's just like staring directly into your eyes.
She shifts her eyes, so it's clear she's looking.
I need you to keep it together. You
And as he
still
says that,
have Sid.
you hear a roar of thunder and a crack of rain beginning to fall outside.
She looks at him and nods.
Natari just puts a hand on Ella's shoulder, and she's just not really looking anywhere. She's like, "We will save him. We will."
She kind of just like squeezes her arm. Yeah.
And I will describe for you the room you are currently in just a moment here.
Filmed. And like
Bum 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 ba-dum.
You see, hanging on the south wall of this foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylish golden windmill, and a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats. Mahogany-framed double doors leading to the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass in front of you. As the tabaxi looks at you all and says, "Again, I am sorry about your friends. I too am missing friends in this strange place.
Tell us more.
We came to this land much by accident. We came seeking to... Well, it was near Fandelver. Have you ever been there?
No.
I've read of it.
Yes. The town of Fandelver. They were having a problem with goblins. Funny enough, a member of our troop was a goblin herself. But together, we set out to deal with these goblins. But in the woods, we became lost. And we found ourselves in misty lands. We tried to leave, but we could not. And we all became lost. I do not know what happened to them from there.
Mm.
Is this your home? She says, like, for the first time, like, comprehending life.
No. This is not my home. It is a house I saw. I saw this house not too long ago. But then I heard a sound of a crash. And then I saw these gates that I'd never seen before. So I ran to them, hoping to escape, but Then I saw the horror that you were fighting. It was all I could do to close that door to help you escape. I'm sorry. If I were less of a coward, I might have been able to help more.
You helped us enough, and we appreciate that.
Thank you. My name is Rustling Winds. It is a pleasure to meet you all despite the circumstances, I suppose. You can call me Russ, for
It's
sure.
nice to meet you, Russ.
Where are your friends?
As I said, we got separated in the mist in the woods. Could not find them. It was not long ago. It was only maybe an hour ago. I'm trying to find them.
Oh, wow.
This is multiverse, Russ.
So are we just gonna stand in this foyer and think about our lost friends?
Yeah.
Well, we can go further in. And he pushes open the door.
So Russ is
Walks in.
fresh out of the house.
He didn't mention any house to you guys, only that he just saw this house and that him and his friends were separated in the woods. And he lost track of them. He doesn't know what happened to him.
God dang it. Can I insight
He,
check?
it is someone you just met. I will allow you to make an insight check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's too depressed.
Ella, your nose bleeds a little.
Really sad right now.
Moog, you read on this tabaxi, as well as Unitary, truth. He genuinely seems to have no idea what happened to his friends, and everything he's told you, he seems to be being above board with you.
Okay.
Is fire on?
Currently, no. But you, what's everyone's passive perception? They get to learn the new passives.
13.
13.
16.
16.
You and your damn passive perception, Joey.
Always.
I like to have good passive perception.
They're playing
Um,
wisdom classes, Crafty. They're playing wisdom classes.
One thing that the both of you notice on this tabaxi, is first of all he's wearing a silver chain that gets tucked under his shirt. And at his neckline, it looks like there is a long scar that runs fully across the neckline. It's a little hidden by the fur, but it looks like it goes all the way around his neck.
Like he was like someone tried to slit his neck throat?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
that's what it looks like.
Or decapitated?
Yeah, you can't see all the way around his neck because of his clothes, but you can see bits of the scar that lead into the clothing.
Has he made himself known as a any type of person other than our savior?
No.
Okay. Moog thanks him and is very happy that we're not dead, thanks to him.
Yes, you're welcome, my friend. I will do my best to aid you, if recovering your friend. If perhaps you would be kind enough to help me find mine.
Of course.
Good. I worry after them.
We are also after our friend.
Whom?
Our
Other than
our guardian Theobald.
Theobald.
He's a
This
very
is no
powerful
name.
cleric.
His eyes widen, with like a glimmer of hope when you say that, and just based on your previous insight, and he goes, "Oh, good. Clerics are good things to have in this place. So far, I've seen werewolves, and I have seen many shadowy creatures.
Um, yeah, that's why we're here. We were attacked on the way to go and meet with our guardian, Theobald.
He nods. Um,
We were headed towards Barovia. And do you know where we are now? We even close?
Barovia. I have not heard of such a place. I do not know where we are. Last I knew, I was in the woods of near Fandelver, on the south coast.
How many days has it been since we left Icewind Dale?
Less than a day.
Well, we are now about a day out from, at least from where we're from. We're, we're about a day's away from Icewind Dale, Vine of the World.
That
It's
is not possible.
it truly isn't, but we've only been traveling for a day, and we left in good mind. We left from Icewind Dale.
Hmm. Perhaps we should stoke this fire. The rain is chilling.
Yeah, Ella's been like putting some logs in, if there are any. Trying to get
Yeah,
it
you do
started.
see logs.
Um,
I'll also describe this room for you.
Cool.
You see a wide hall that runs the width of this house with a black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into its hilt. And there is a wooded panel on the wall, ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs.
Um,
Rowan lights a fire with his tinderbox.
All right, one moment, please.
What's that? A magical guy using mechanical things? Yeah.
why
You
not?
light a fire.
I can't remember if I missed it, but do we say why the werewolves could not come into this place?
He didn't
Why they
answer
stopped?
that.
Why
You
they
didn't
didn't
ask him.
follow us? Okay.
So
Um.
there was a gate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When we were like, and that did not stop the. Was the gate shut behind us?
Mm-hmm.
And that stopped the ultra powerful werewolf from pursuing us.
yeah. The main gate into this area, the one that you guys fought it at.
Mm-hmm.
You heard like loud banging on the door, and then you
Right.
heard like it was starting to climb. But it was a very tall wall. It would have taken it time.
So there was no ceiling. It's an open. It was just a wall essentially.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just a long wall that closed in this area.
Okay.
And you lost sight of it when you were running through the woods.
And then once we got to this house, they could not enter this house.
They seemed to give up the chase as you got close to it.
So there's an aura here,
Mm.
seemingly.
Our friends. Why did the werewolves not follow us into this house? It seems like a very normal place.
It is a strange thing. From what I can understand, they avoid the buildings. I do not know why, but they do.
They avoid buildings.
Hmm.
Huh.
And have you
But
seen any
I've
other
only been here for a
humans?
short time.
Okay.
No, you are the first people I met since
Okay.
getting here and losing my friends.
How many friends did you have?
There were, I believe, three.
Hmm.
And the goblin, her name, it was Titi. And there was a very scary fellow by the name of Cruel. Goliath, I believe he was. And well, I was hoping he would be a good friend. But a Heron gun named Skeets. Uh, like an eclectic group, to be sure, if you include the Tabaxi among them, but it was just supposed to be a simple killing of goblins.
A simple quest, huh?
Somewhere in the
Simple
wind, you
quest.
hear goblin.
And you're positive they're still alive?
I have no reason to believe they're not. We just got separated in the woods. I hope they are alive.
So he seemingly has just meta real quick. Seemingly has no knowledge of the house and everything.
Seemingly.
That's funny.
I mean, this
and
is a
meta,
different Rust portrait too, so we could be
yeah,
halting
meta
on
knowledge
things.
for you. He looks different.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. So his
His-
portrait is what we see. He is a different
Yeah.
color cat.
He's a ghostly white for Tabaxi.
Yeah, because the other Rust was like dark
He's
brown.
brown, right? Yeah. He's like a tabby cat kind of. Interesting. Okay.
Mystery.
I
Meta
hate that
almost
Joey doesn't get the same jokes that we
Yeah,
got.
I have
Oh no.
Yeah.
I have
It
no
is
fucking
fun.
clue what's going on.
I
Like,
will also let
okay,
you guys know that things in this house have changed. As I said, this is Barovia revamped.
Wait, is this the house?
Yeah, this
The
is
floor
the
plan
house.
The floor plan looks the same, but we're gonna kill us in different ways now.
I didn't
Yeah.
even realize that. Okay, so no, Cruel's ghost is definitely here then.
He's definitely here. But as you guys are in the foyer here, near the campfire, or the fireplace, there is despite the driving rain, there is a sense of calm in here, and
Suspicious.
Does it feel magical? Like just being in here, does it feel magical?
um, that'd be something you wouldn't really be able to tell.
Okay.
Just offhand, especially you, because you're not. Well, you're a little bit of a magic person.
I guess I meant like you
Uh,
say peaceful, but like you know how we were just in Joey's like orb thing. Like I guess like that.
yeah,
Like you're feeling like there's
it's
something.
a similar. It feels like similar, like calming effect of
Okay.
like tranquility.
Okay.
Since we are kind of catching our breath in here, I guess, are we just sitting around? Because
Yeah.
I can cast detect magic as a ritual.
I will say, you guys can take a long rest here.
They
If you-
can we please take a
Oh.
look
Very
at
nice.
us?
Very nice.
With
this
watches?
this is the save room in Resident Evil.
Oh.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Nice.
It's you heard like the little bling bloom bloom music. There's a typewriter in the corner, so you can save your
Oh,
progress.
Jesus.
But you guys are able to get a long rest, and while you're doing that, if you want to have any conversation, you may.
Do we lose our temp hit points?
Yeah.
On a long rest, yes.
Okay.
But you're also getting a long rest, which
Yeah.
will be
You're also getting your
very
hit
good.
points. Well,
Yeah.
or at least my spell points back. My spell slots back.
And, yeah. As you guys are kind of sitting around waiting, or gathering your breath, sitting here at the fireplace, yeah. Any other conversation you want to have, or
Shoot. I don't think any conversation, or yeah, with Rustlin Winds. No, I think
Natari's
I everything.
quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Ella's
she's
quiet
kind of like
sitting on the
polishing
stairs.
her. Yeah, she's polishing her warhammer. Just kind of cleaning it and just kind of draped over a chair.
I will say Rowan is probably doing the detect magic ritual just to, well, actually, for getting a long rest, he'll just cast detect magic.
when you detect the magic, let me double check what this is. I can tell you the school of magic if you sense something, I believe. Yeah, thank you. In this room, because I don't think it can go around like doors and stuff, right?
Visible.
Within 30 feet of you, just within 30
Most
feet.
barriers
Yes.
blocked by, yeah. Okay. You pick up magic coming off of Russ. It is of the Abjuration School.
Yes, I see. I see.
You with your knowledge, give me an Arcana check, low DC. He has mage armor. You think this might be some sort of wizard?
You're a magical guy, aren't you? That fancy mage armor there.
I see there is no fooling. You are casting a spell, yes.
Oh, I'm a magical guy, sort of too.
Indeed, I have a bit of magic at my call. I assume you mean the magical armor I placed upon myself. It's a
Oh, yeah.
dangerous place. I thought it
Hey,
was
better
a good
safe than sorry,
idea.
man. Better
Exactly.
safe than sorry.
Other than that, I do have healing ability. I've dabbled in the divine arts.
It's good to have. You're not one of them goody two shoes clerics, are you?
I am a worshipper of Ilmater.
Worshiper. All right. Do I know who that is?
Give me a religion check.
Moog is listening, by the way. He's just listening to their conversation.
Yep, you can also roll a religion if you'd like at his mention, if you are paying
Yeah.
attention. Anyone who's listening
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage, Natari, because you are a
Oh.
cleric.
Oh, good. Let me roll
Yeah, because
again.
I know you probably don't have proficiency, so I'm giving you
Nope.
advantage for your clericness. All right, there you go. Yeah, it's not uncommon knowledge. It's not like a hidden god or anything like that. Ilmater is a god, also known as the Crying God, the Rackboard Lord, the one who endures. Um, he's a patron of the suffering, oppressed, and persecuted. Um, his whole religion is about enduring and healing, and yeah, it's a good aligned deity that usually falls in the life domain.
Is he the reason why you have that scar around your neck?
He looks at you and says, "God."
Whatever
And
that is around your neck.
you see, he puts his uh, little furry hand up to his neck and feels, and he goes, "Make an insight check."
Okay. She's really insightful.
I'm right beside him. Can I insight as well?
You may. Just gonna roll a d20 here. He feels it, and you read a moment on him of recognition, and then he just says, "Oh, an old wound, I'm afraid. I'd almost forgotten about it." But yes, it was healed.
It looks quite awful. It looks like it was painful.
It's hard to remember, honestly.
Some wounds are best forgotten.
As he says that, seems to be telling the truth.
Cool. Rowan has no worry about this little guy.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He himself is probably he's not very tall. About 5'2", 5'1".
Is he the same height as multi-dimensional wrestling wins?
Above board, yeah. He's the same height as him.
Just different color and eye color and
The above board only difference between him is his eye color, his fur color, and some of the clothes he's wearing.
He looks like Doctor Strange,
A little
which I
bit.
love.
He does. He does.
Let's get
The
another
cat
look at that
version.
guy. Look at that
Look
guy.
at that
He's
guy.
great.
Look at that.
He
What
does.
What's his
Yeah.
amulet called? The
This is like the cat
Time
version of
Stone.
Vincent Price.
Right. um,
Love it.
but yeah, you are all able to complete your long rest in here.
All right, so where should we head, or should we start sniffing at doors? We'll give this one a
Yes.
sniff.
Well, not to derail anything, but I think my character would check outside after we rest, see if it's safe to go and try to continue what we came here to do.
It's very
I
pragmatic
think
to do.
If I see you heading for the door, I like peek up behind you, kind of peek. What's going on?
But
I was gonna change
is it
rooms real
daylight
quick.
outside? Like, can I see if it's daylight outside if I look in here?
You peer through and you just see driving rain, cloudy. Hard to tell if it's day or night.
He'll pop down the foyer and see if he can get outside.
Place your hand on the door.
Someone lock this fucking door.
Let me. Can I try and pick lock it?
Make a thieves tool check. That'd be sleight of hand. As a rogue, I assume you have thieves tools.
I do.
Can I help? I also have proficiency in that.
Yep, you can help. You have advantage.
Oh, it was 18.
The picks snap in the lock.
I like look at him with like a worried look.
What is wrong?
We're locked in.
What?
This door, it's locked tight. We can't get it open.
But
What have you done, Russ?
this really is the same house.
He puts his hands on the door and he presses on it, and he's like, "What is going on here?"
You tell us.
I don't incite him because I already trust him implicitly.
I incite him.
Go ahead, make an insight check. He seems genuinely shocked, and there's a little look of panic on his face. What is going on here? What do you mean? What did I do?
Rowan puts his hand on Russ's shoulder. Don't worry, you're new. It's nothing against you. She's just wary like that.
No. She's right to be wary, I understand. I am a stranger. I'm sorry, but I have done nothing here. I promise you.
I believe you.
I like kind of like looked at after like just staring at him while he says all that. The second that Rowan says, "I believe you," she kind of like breaks the eye stare and nods her head like, "Yeah."
Moog, are you in human or puppy form?
Human.
All right, so I'll leave the little human icon on you there. You want to sniff at the door? You want to sniff, boy?
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what's behind this door.
All right, give me a sniff check. We'll call it perception. Smells like a door.
Smells like a door. You go
It's
sniff at
door.
this door.
All right, give me another sniff check.
That's a little better.
You smell you know, like how a closet filled with clothes smells.
Yeah.
It smells like that. It's got
Okay.
that smell to it.
Yeah, this one.
All right, you may which one? The one on the right or the one in the north?
There's one on the right. Sorry.
Yeah, lots of doors in this house.
Lots of doors in this one. Yeah.
The one on the right.
I let Nat know the door's locked.
You smell.
Wonderful. That's great.
It smells almost like baked bread and food.
And the one in front of me?
One more perception. It's not a distinct smell or noise or anything. Just seems like it probably some sort of room. You don't smell anything like food or anything like you do to the door to your right.
He's suspicious and pushes it open if he can.
Don't be
Alright.
suspicious.
You push the
Very.
door open and you see the centerpiece of this wood paneled dining room is a carved mahogany table surrounded by 8 high backed chairs with sculpted armlets and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware polished to a dazzling shine. Mounted above the marble fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine vale.
Indeed. This is a room, a dining room. All right, guys. We have a kitchen, we have a closet, we have a dining room.
Ella's full on freaking out while he's up there sniffing, like opening doors.
Hey. I sniffed them so we don't have to open them. This is a closet.
Are
This
you?
is a kitchen.
You said you're in human form. You're not in dog form.
Correct.
Yeah. I go the front door. We cannot.
Okay.
We've got to find
Unlock
another
it.
way out. Yeah, tried
Unlock
that.
it.
Rowan,
I tried that.
What do you mean?
Rowan,
I tried
as you hear
that.
them arguing in the background, Rowan, you walk into that room, and you see an oak paneled room. Looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head. Positioned on the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves. 2 padded chairs draped with animal furs face the hearth, and an oak table between them supporting a cask of wine. 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. A chandelier hangs above the cloth-covered table, surrounded by 4 chairs. 2 cabinets stand against the walls. The east cabinet sports a lock, and the north cabinet appears to also have a lock on it.
He peeks his head outside the room. Guys, let's just calm down and I don't know, look for something. There's gotta be a way out.
Make an insight in this room.
You can do an investigation if you want.
Yeah, that's.
13. Inside of the dining room. As you're looking around the dining room, both of you, Ella and Natari, you see that the wood paneling in this room is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. And as you kind of look a little closer, you see the twisted faces that are carved into the tree trunks, and wolves lurking amidst the foliage.
This is a little disturbing.
I get really close to it and see it. It is one of those wolves, the big wolf that we fought. Flash ran
With
away
your
from.
13 investigation, you don't see it.
Okay.
Amongst the wolves.
What about
it looks
mine?
like wolves and not werewolves.
Oh, wolves, not werewolves.
Wolves.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. The only other thing you notice is that red silk drapes cover the windows, and there's a tapestry depicting hunting dogs and a horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf that hangs on an iron rod bolted onto the south wall.
Anything out the windows? Can you look out the windows?
Yeah, you can see what you can see.
Is there food on the table?
No, not in here. Just silverware. And yeah, outside the windows, you see it's now a little more evident that mist you saw previously has kind of crept up towards the windows.
Okay. Definitely not going to try and break it then. I go,
Yeah,
ugh.
I don't think we should go out there.
Yeah. Maybe the house is protecting us?
I don't
You think
know.
it's a magical house? That's
What
why
was in here?
the
Oh, this was
werewolves can't. She's like following that Atari, like just around the house with every question imaginable, trying to piece two and two together.
I don't know. I don't know. Can Nat go upstairs?
Are you gonna start heading upstairs?
I think we've explored all the downstairs, right?
Okay, is this tiny
Uh,
door an actual door? I see a tiny door.
I see a tiny
Oh,
door
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry. I forgot to finish the lighting on that. My bad.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like
It
a tiny door.
Is
it's inside the kitchen. It's a dumbwaiter.
Oh, okay. All right.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But while you guys are up there investigating and come back to this room, Rowan, what were you up to in this room?
He was just looking around. You said the things have locks on them.
Yeah, they appear to.
He jiggles the locks.
The one,
On the east one.
the east one, appears to be locked.
Elle, you want to take a crack at these?
Yeah, we'll get down on
Um,
our knees and try and pick lock. But
Alright, give me another.
I'm too
flirt.
shaken right now. I
I'm helping
I-
you.
I look at Rowan and I'm like, sorry.
Oh,
It just
you have advantage. He's gonna help you, so you can
Okay.
roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely shaken. Her hands are trembling as she's trying to pick the locks, and is unable
Um,
to.
Natari cast guidance on her.
Sure. You can add a D4 to that first roll if you'd like to see if it helps. 10 is not enough, unfortunately. Um, there is another cabinet as well, if you wish to investigate it. You actually go to the other cabinet and it is unlocked.
Oh.
And you see inside of it there is a small box
I hand
and
it
an
to him.
assortment of wine glasses.
Rowan picks up the box.
The box appears to not be locked.
He looks
lock on it.
inside.
It appears to be a deck of playing cards.
Cool. Anything special about the cards that he can tell?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
No.
thank God.
It's a deck of many things. Hello, bitch. No.
Thank fuck.
No, it just appears to be like a normal playing card deck. This room looks like it's probably, and you kind of see over this table,
Game
probably a
parlor.
place where people played cards. Yeah.
He shuffles through the deck, see if there's anything notable on any of the cards, like the face cards or anything.
Give me an investigation check. You're shuffling through the cards. They all have like this border to them of like gnarled roots and like almost thorns that go around them. And as you're kind of quickly shuffling through the card, you swear as you pass the ace of spades, you see in the corner of it the face of the beast that attacked you in the woods. Just ever so subtle on the card. And as you shake your head, it's no longer there.
Hmm. He looks away, refocuses his eyes, and then looks back at the deck and shuffles through them again.
As you shuffle through them now, all the cards have a normal border. There's no weird thorns or anything on them.
Okay. he's intrigued by the cards. He pockets them.
Just, mark those as DH cards.
Well, after that, he just looks around the room more, glances. You said there were stuffed wolves in here.
Yeah. Like taxidermied wolves. You see one
Man.
here.
How does Moog feel
one
about that?
One here.
He's rather indifferent about it.
Moog doesn't.
Taxidermied wolves, that's all we see as far as like desecrated animals, I guess.
Oh, there's a stag's head mounted on the
Yeah, so complicated relationship with nature Moog has. There's several wolves and deer druids he would love to see dead, so this is nothing that disturbs him necessarily. Obviously innocent souls are not to be murdered in his eyes, but it's nothing that like perturbs him on a level that makes him unhinged or anything.
Find anything of interest?
Moog sniffs around. If there's a perception check to be had here.
You make an investigation check if you'd like.
Oh, sure, yeah. Thank you, Math Rocks.
Math rocks.
Math.
As you are looking around, you see fallen into the couch cushion is a small brass key.
He walks up to the couch cushion, just sticks his hand in it, pulls it out. It's like, oh, hello there.
It's where people normally lose keys.
Yeah.
Quick, check for quarters.
Checks for loose change.
You find a single silver coin that is minted and bears a seal you've never seen in your life.
Oh, God.
Foreign currency.
What you got there, boy?
You know what? Moog has 0 currencies, so this is just a trinket to him.
So you can add a 1 Barovian silver dollar. to your inventory.
Definitely not an SP.
Not a silver piece. It's a 1 Barovian silver dollar. Here in Barovia, we work off of the BSD, Barovian silver dollar.
A bullshit dollar?
Hey, silver, man.
Oh, shit.
Indeed.
Okay. And then he brings the key over to Rowan because he'd know what to do with this key more than Moog would.
What does this look like this key might go to?
It's a little brass
in the
key.
couch.
Like a door lock, padlocks.
Probably to like a cabinet.
This chest
Oh.
right here slaps.
He turns around and tries the key on this cabinet.
It clicks, satisfying click, and it opens up. Inside, you see mounted is a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, and a hand crossbow. 20 bolts for each of them.
Hey guys, stock up if you want.
Oh
Some
yeah,
weapons in here.
I take them
Clearly
bolts.
the cabinet of a huntsman, and probably locked so that you don't leave your guns laying outside.
It's not a special
Whoever owns
crossbow,
this
right?
house-
Not like a +1.
It's a +7 a crossbow of killing that guy you just fought.
Yes.
It is. You can make an Arcana check if you want to see if they're magical at all.
I do. They
Just
are
as peaks.
mundane as shit.
They are indeed mundane. You don't see any intricate carvings or anything that would suggest to either of you that these are magical.
Okay.
I mean, they're well made, but not magical.
They're nice.
And the bolts
Just,
are not
you know,
silvered or anything. They're just regular.
They're regular bolts, 60
Oh.
of them total.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
got me some
need,
bolts.
I don't need this shit.
This man apparently hunted wolves and deer, so probably
Makes sense.
didn't need silvered bolts.
Yeah. Well, if he had silver bolts, maybe he'd still be alive. You don't even know if he's dead. Okay, 60 bolts. Okay, I'm taking those.
As you're taking the things, Russ actually goes, are we just taking things from this house?
Sir, we have been attacked by werewolves, and we have found a chest of werewolf killing tools.
Well,
fair
Well.
I
enough.
mean, it
to be fair,
appears that there's
Rowan
nobody here.
says, to be fair, that big one that attacked us, these won't do anything to it.
Very true.
You also know they would do nothing to a normal werewolf.
And they won't do anything to a regular werewolf, so they're kind of useless.
Wait, they're not silver bolts?
They're
No,
not
they're
silver-
No,
not.
regular.
Oh, I thought we said they were silver bolts.
No.
My bad.
I understand if we need tools. We don't even know. I mean, we've spent some time here. I think if anyone was here, they would have found us already. I leave it to your discretion. I apologize.
I gotcha. I put half the bolts back.
That's fine. I have 20 bolts on my person, but I don't use them, so you can have them.
Aww. Now I'm up to 50 bolts. Plus
This
one.
is fair compromise. Very kind.
Because old Trusty right here, he slaps his musket. I don't need ammo.
Looking out the window, do we see any werewolves or anything?
Give me a perception check. You peer out the window. It's a little hard to see because that mist has crept up and is pressing against the windows. But as you peer through the mist, you don't, or do you, see a figure roaming in the mist?
Just outside.
What's the figure look like?
It's large.
It's
Did you
definitely
see-
something big out there.
Did you see someone?
It's a good chance it is the werewolves that chased us. We should find some stuff to kill these guys. We found already a crossbow with bolts. Let's go find some silver stuff. This is an old house. Maybe there's some silver laying around. We have a fireplace. Maybe we can melt it. Maybe we can craft some silver weapons to try and fend these guys off.
Ella's got her
This is
face
a
against
good
the
idea.
window. Like, is it Sid? You think
Give
it's
me a
Sid?
perception check, Ella.
Yeah, Natari is also doing the same thing.
You both can make perception check.
Oh,
Nice.
twinsies.
Twinsies.
As you both peer out into the mist, you watch it roil, and you both spy, for a brief moment, the headless body of Sid. But then the
Headless?
mist rolls over, and it is gone.
Natari looks to Ella. She's like, "Did you see that?"
She like slams her fist against the window and just screams, "No!
Damn it!
No, this mist is
That's-
messing with us. It's not real."
We're imagining things,
Yeah,
right?
we're imagining things.
It just has to be. We're just not gonna look out the window again.
You should be careful. There are shadows in the mist.
Yeah.
Things that will trick you.
We've got to find a way out. She like rushes out and upstairs.
Natari follows behind her.
As you begin to rush up the stairs, you see, actually, Natari, you have 16 passive perception, right?
Yeah.
You see what appears to be a part of an envelope sticking out of this closet on the floor.
Oh, hold on. Ella, wait. What
like,
is this?
Halfway
And
up the stairs. Stops.
She's like, just wait. And she goes to grab the envelope and picks it up and reads it. Well, looks to see if there's something to read, I guess.
You pick up the envelope, and there is indeed something to read. and I'll let you read this
Okay.
to the party.
Oh, that's so much to read.
Mhm.
Okay. My dearest wards, it has been a year since we last saw each other. My comrades and I have found ourselves in a most dreadful landscape, trapped by a darkness that has taken root inside of it. I know your instinct will be to find me the longer I am absent. I pray to thee, do not seek me out. This land they call Barovia is not but an accursed and blighted plain. She looks to them and she reads this. She's like, oh my goodness. The people have taught us of their Lord who has lived there for 400 years or over 400 years. In this time, he has become far too powerful. I fear that I am all that is left of our party, and the devil closes on me as well. I say to thee, abandon us for dead and leave us to our grave in this twisted land, where the cool gazes of Salune do not reach. Tell all you meet that they should not come here to the lands, no matter what temptations the devil's servants may entice them with. Do all that is in your power to ensure that no one else fails to this cursed fate. May Our Lady of Silver watch over you all, Theobald Munastre.
Welcome, everyone, to
Oh my
Barovia.
god.
And that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome.
Death House 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly. The Haunted House 2 Electric Boogaloo. Moke throws a temper tantrum.
How do I play a rogue? Let's go.
Well, you either stab them from behind or you stab them from a large distance.
Cat just tried to push my pen off the desk. Fuck you.
Yeah, thanks.
That's what your cat's saying. He's saying, fuck you. Pay attention to me.
Exactly. So I say
That made me snort laugh.
Where's that fucking driver?
Where's that driver?
I'll rip his throat out.